I am often asked about the hidden depths of what many call my greatest labor, war, and peace. People look at the sheer volume of the pages and assume it is merely a chronicle of generals, emperors, and aristocratic families entangled in the sweeping currents of history. But the narrative of battles and ballrooms is only the outermost layer of the onion. The true meaning of the work lies in the invisible threads that bind the souls of men to the eternal, and the metaphors I employed were not mere literary embellishments, but the very architecture of my philosophy. When you read of the great movements of troops, you must understand that I am not writing about military genius. I am writing about the swarm life of humanity. Napoleon and Kutuzov are not the masters of destiny. They are merely the most visible crests of a massive, uncontrollable wave. The metaphor of the swarm is central to my understanding of history. Like bees in a hive, each human being acts out of personal desire, seeking their own survival, their own love, their own petty ambitions. Yet, in pursuing these individual ends, they unconsciously fulfill the monumental, predetermined will of the whole. The great man is a fiction, a prisoner of history, while the true power lies in the collective, unconscious spirit of the masses. Consider the sky above the battlefield of Austerlitz, as seen through the eyes of Prince Andrei Bolkonsky. When he lies wounded on the earth, looking up at the lofty, infinite blue, he experiences a profound revelation. That sky is not merely a meteorological phenomenon. It is the absolute, the eternal, the quiet presence of God that dwarfs all human vanity. Before he fell, Andrei worshipped at the altar of glory. He idolized Napoleon and sought his own moment of triumph. But looking into the limitless expanse of the heavens, the emperor who approaches him becomes nothing more than a buzzing fly. The sky represents the sudden, crushing realization of our own insignificance in the face of the eternal, and the tragic absurdity of war. It is the silence of truth answering the deafening noise of human ego. Then there is the old oak tree that Andrei encounters on his journey to Otradnoy. This is perhaps one of the most transparent yet vital metaphors in the entire novel. When Andrei first sees the tree, it is barren, gnarled, and stubbornly refusing to yield to the warmth of spring. It stands as a mirror to his own soul at that moment, scarred by grief, cynical, and convinced that his life is over, that there is no more joy or purpose to be found. But upon his return, the tree has transformed, bursting with dark, juicy leaves, having awakened to the sun. The tree is the resilience of the human spirit. It is the undeniable force of life that surges through us despite our deepest despairs. It signifies that as long as we draw breath, we are subject to the miraculous renewing power of love and nature. Natasha Rostova is the spring that awakens the dead wood of Andrei's heart. Do not overlook the great comet of 1812, the one Pierre Bezukhov gazes upon with tear-filled eyes. To the world, the comet was an omen of destruction, a harbinger of the invasion and the burning of Moscow. But to Pierre, whose heart has just been cracked open by a pure, selfless love for Natasha, the comet is a beacon of his own spiritual awakening. It bridges the gap between the terrifying forces of the cosmos and the intimate awakening of a single human soul. The macrocosm and the microcosm reflect one another perfectly. The hidden meaning of the entire book is that life cannot be understood through intellect, science, or the false idol of historical greatness. It can only be grasped by submitting to the mysterious divine flow of existence, by finding joy in the simple present reality, just as Platon Karatayev does in The Prisoner of War Camp. The droplet of water reflecting the globe, which Pierre sees in his dream, is the ultimate truth. Every individual is a perfect reflection of the universe, fragile, temporary, yet containing the infinite within.